All right, we're recording.
You gotta show that video later, by the way. It's hilarious.
Do what?
The Frank Sinatra John cover.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see that later.
Okay, so your HTML. Oh, ignore the dates. But I'm going to show y'all Dreamweaver. These are some of the things we're going to do, but just ignore these dates because I did not update it. So we're going to play a little bit with Dreamweaver. I am not a big fan of Dreamweaver because it codes for you. So if you ever have to do it without the Dreamweaver, you tend to forget how to finish your codings.
I will give you that.
So I am not a big fan of it, which is why I don't use it a lot, but I will start showing y'all how to use it in case that is a program you want to use, because it does have its benefits.
I was gonna say, if we end up having to like do stuff like this in class, would you be okay with using Dreamweaver?
Oh, I don't care, because on my end, I don't have to open it in Dreamweaver.
Valid.
It's
Valid.
whatever you're more comfortable with.
So I'm also going to show you your CSS inline. Let's see, there's inline, internal, and external. So I'm going to show you all three of those. And then we're going to create a full-on website with links, content. We're going to do responsive images and styling. Like, we're going to have a lot of fun. And in the end, you're going to create a portfolio or a biography site about yourself with multiple pages. Cool? No, now everybody's like, oh, this sucks. Come on. That's going to be fun. Come on. It's going to be amazing. Just say it's going to be amazing. Thank you. I appreciate y'all and your enthusiasm. So let's talk about what all these things mean. So hypertext markup language is what we use to create our web pages. So despite the name or how we refer to it, it is neither code or a coding language. Everybody get that? It's a type of page, okay? Is a document structure. Doc type. When I showed you how you put it in, like doc type, this is pretty much what it is. It provides a common syntax for things we take for granted in other document creations, such as headlines, paragraphs, and line breaks. We've already played with that, right? Y'all got to see the 6 different headings that it has. When you use the HTML format, it automatically is showing you what those different headers are built in to be. Okay, everybody with me? Cool. So creating an HTML page is easy. Making it look good, on the other hand, is a little difficult. So that's where we're going to start kind of challenging each other in here, okay? Now, cascading style sheets are what we call CSS. The presentation is controlled by these style sheets. Browsers tend to have their own style sheets, okay? And they have, of course, your default styles for the HTML elements. Now you can, and you should, hint, hint, you should write your own styles to override the default styles. Why do you think that? It's going to make it look better. It's going to personalize it versus having it just generic like everybody else's might be. Yep. All right, so now an entire collection of linked documents, so all these hypertext documents, an entire collection of them that are all linked together is called a website. Okay. And then all the hypertext documents within a website are known as web pages. So y'all know when we did those style sheets, not the style sheets, when we did the designing and y'all had those individual pages, those are web pages. Everybody with me? Okay. Individual pages can contain text, audio, video, even programs that can be ran remotely. You good, bro?
No.
Are you dying? Somebody pat him on the back. He's dying.
You smell burnt toast?
Yeah. You good for real?
You taste coffee? I'm okay.
Do you need to go get some water?
Maybe.
Go ahead and go get some.
Yeah.
Like you're literally crying. Go get some water.
Sorry. It's starting to kick in, Stacey.
Yeah. Y'all's a little trip outside, so trip.
You'll be fine about
Swear.
that.
He'll be like numb in a minute. He'll just be sitting there staring at the wall.
Like this.
I
You'll be like,
swear.
"John, can you actually
For
put
those
this-"
that were not in here, they both left the classroom earlier and they were joking that they were going outside to smoke pot.
I wasn't joking about it.
And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
I wasn't.
So, yeah. So hyperlinks allow you to jump from one content piece to another, which you guys were kind of playing with already in the design element, right? In the prototype, you guys were creating what would be the links. So a link may point to another page of the same site, or it may just point to a different section. So like instead of just being at the top, it's going to scroll you down to the bottom, or a whole nother document entirely. Anytime you see that, what it does is it pops up like a .html file, like it's just its own sheet. So it can actually also open up a document on your computer or through the internet. A document on a computer anywhere in the world, which is how you find a lot of people sharing like the Adobe files and stuff, or the PDF files and stuff like that. All right, content without markup. Without HTML markup to describe the content structure, text runs together, line breaks are ignored, all those fun things. So this is what it might look like. Or this is, let's say this is what you want it to look like, right? You just type it into the HTML, and this is how you would like it to be broken down. But this is what it's going to look like on the page. So you have to code in all those little separate pieces to make it break it up into segments. And I'm going to show you all that. It's really easy, just time consuming. Now, what browsers, some other things that they ignore is multiple character spaces. So white space, any kind of like, just if you hit that space bar, it's just going to ignore it. Okay, just main like white space, not in when you hit enter, it ignores the inner pieces. Line breaks, tabs, any kind of text formatting, whether it's bold, italic, typeface, font size, font weight, alignment, all the fun things. It ignores all of that. So HTML makes sure the browser knows how to present the page's content. That's why we have to put all that coding in. So text must be marked up meaningfully and accurately. So you need to mark it up so it displays correctly, so that it's available to scripts and run style rules. And then markup aids actually help search engine optimization, which is something you desperately need when you are working on a website. So it should look something like this. Guys, we did this already. Aren't y'all excited? Yay. Now, what does all this mean? That's a great question. Now we're done. I'm just kidding. So the doc type declaration tells the browser what specification is used. In this case, it's using the HTML5, which is the most recent specification in the doc type format. Okay. Next thing is the tags. These here, whenever I tell y'all, like put in the HTML, put in the head, all that fun stuff, those are considered tags. Now, all your content of your page must be placed in between the HTML tags, or the browser will not see it. Okay, it will completely ignore it. You've got the opening tag and you have a closing tag. You have to make sure to do that as well. Now, the head element is not the heading, but it's the head element. This section contains important details that are not technically content. So like the title, scripts, metadata, style sheets, things that are important to the function of the page and can impact content, but aren't necessarily for the user. Okay. Now, some people do argue this a little bit with the title, because the title does pop up on the head of the web. Yep, it pops up on the little tab on the top of the web pages. So that kind of tells you what page you're looking at and how to find your page pretty quickly if you're looking. Y'all ever had like a bunch of files open and they're all like generic names and you're like, I don't remember which one's which.
Yeah.
Yeah, this helps separate them from others.
So you don't get lost.
So you don't get lost. Yeah.
Oh.
So technically it can be for the user, but overall, most of the stuff other than that is not necessarily for the user to know. Okay. The metadata appears inside the meta tag. It provides important site-wide data like keywords, author information, and more. In this case, it denotes the character set used. So this info is available to the browser and to the search engines. Okay. So that's going to help you with some of your SEOs. We already talked a little bit about this. So this is pretty much the title that is displayed in the browser tab. And this will also pop up if you bookmark a page, it'll pop up in the bookmark tab as well. That's what it'll automatically show as your title in the bookmark. You ever bookmarked the page before? And it automatically pre-pops the name in there. This is what it's going to pre-pop to. And this is used by the search engines a lot. So that's where your SEO is going to come into effect. Now, the body of it, everything you want visible on your web page must be between the body tags. Otherwise, you're not going to see it on the page. Everybody with me? Okay. Have that opening and that closing. Are y'all seeing that pattern? Opening and a closing. So let's try it. We're going to, let's do, what did I say? We were going to use Dreamweaver. Y'all all should have Dreamweaver.
Mine's in 2021. Should I update mine?
What?
My Dreamweaver is from 2021.
That's the one that we have.
I was wondering if I needed to update it.
Should we put yes, I have? Previously?
Yeah, just say you've used it.
I definitely didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I did.
Do we use a developer workspace or a standard workspace?
Standard for now. Hold on, I'm going to move it over there in a second. Okay, now one thing I have noticed when y'all are building your files out, some of y'all are still not doing them fully the way we're supposed to. So let's fix that real quick. So if you go to wherever y'all want to save your file at, this is not where I want to save mine, but I have them in multiple places, so I don't want to mess y'all up. So we're going to go to our folder. We're going to call it HTML about me. Actually, call it HTML practice 2.
Yeah, you're right.
Listen, practice 2. Don't jump the gun. Once you open it, what 2 files do you have to have in there or folders? The image, so IMG or image. And then your next folder needs to be, whoops, not a shortcut. Next folder needs to be CSS. Okay, yeah. Can you not see it? I'm sorry. Do you want me to, here, let me do this. I did this with the class yesterday and they absolutely loved it.
Or I'll do it. Taking control.
I'm not taking control this time. I'm just sharing a window.
Oh, you can move the window.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh, what the?
Oh.
Oh.
You're welcome.
That's weird.
Why?
Amy
That's
would never.
nice.
Amy literally would never. Mr. Woodson would never.
Am I aiming?
Am I lying?
That was wonky.
That's actually really cool. That is cool.
You're welcome.
Should be
De nada. Okay, so what we're gonna do now. Is y'all need to ignore my little page up here. It's gonna have a picture up here, but just ignore it for now. Hold on a second. Let me open up all my things. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. Where are you saved at? Okay. Hit those save. Ah. Got it. No, I don't got it. Okay. What's the first thing we're gonna put in, guys?
Our name.
No.
What's going to be our head or our tag bar?
Nope.
Oh, you mean like actual structure?
Start from the very beginning.
The header.
Doc type.
Not so-
So we're gonna put in here our doc type, HTML. We're gonna close it out.
Are we supposed to be doing this with,
Yep, go ahead, follow along.
how do we, is it create new?
Yes, sorry.
No, it already- it
Do we
already-
do
Yeah,
HTML5?
give us a.
No, close all that out. You're starting over.
Okay.
That's why I told you to go ahead and open up a new file.
HTML5,
Hmm,
HTML5.
what do you mean HTML5?
It's giving me different doc types.
Oh, yep, just stick with that, hit create.
What
Yeah,
are we supposed to
sorry.
name it into?
You would know for the title, just put index.html or index. It should just be index and then I could just do that with y'all. Then doc type is HTML5 and then hit create. Now, what does it do automatically?
Automatically gives us dot typing like the list of.
Delete it, all of it. That, because what's gonna happen is if you do that, it's going to trick you and you're gonna start ignoring how to do something and you're not gonna do it properly from now on. All right, in the second line, what do we do?
No,
Not the header.
you have to open negotiation.
What kind of HTML do we want to use?
That's like the line.
English.
Oh, like.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the English one. So it's gonna be HTML language or lang equals en dot u or slash whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all can see it on the screen. Okay. Now, when I hit that thing, what happened? It automatically closed it. Do you see how it could kind of mess you up?
I do see that.
Okay, that's why I'm not a big fan of it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter because I need the space in between it. Now, what do we need to put in?
Your head.
Actually, I'm going to go down here and make sure they're on the same tab over. What are we doing?
Head.
Head. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the head. What happened there? It closed it again, right? So I'm going to hit enter, enter, so I can get the space in between. And we're going to do what next? Nope. Well, yeah, we could go ahead and do body. We'll go ahead and put the body in.
Trying to hit me with a curveball.
Well, I try not to be too confusing is what I'm trying not to do. All right, so this is your basic layout, right? Is everybody with me? Now, for kicks and giggles, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and put in your meta char set. We're going to do meta and then char set equals. And then quotations, you're going to type in UTF-8. Make sure your quotation is finished and you're going to do your little alligator mouth bracket to close
Can
it.
you move your mouse so I can see it on my screen? It's just a bit weird.
Now, one thing we need to do is let's go ahead and put in our title. But we don't know what we want to name our title yet, right? But we need to go ahead and just at least put it in. So we're just going to put title here. And it automatically closed it out for you, right? So that's done. Now in the body, we know that our page content is going to go there. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you how you can write information in the page without it being seen on the page. We are ready for this? Okay, so alligator, exclamation point, and then just make it stand out. We're going to do dash dash. And then type in page content goes here, dash dash, close the alligator mouth, and what happens? It's just a comment, right? Is it basically being ignored by the HTML coding? Do y'all see that? So this, how I use this is when I know I'm going to have a page with a lot of information in it, I can break it by segments. So if I know like on the top of the page is going to be mainly information about like my menus, I will probably put a little note like this that says menu only info here. And then I'll put all that stuff in, and then I'll put another little code there that says something about, you know, artwork goes here. because I'm trying to remember, that's the last piece I did. So I did like a menu, artwork, and then I put a bunch of links, and that's kind of how I had it broke down in my page. So I would put my content. So that way, when I go to code it and I have this huge long sheet of coding, I can quickly go find the sections I need to actually work on instead of having to like read through it.
Question about why it is so important to tab things over. So they don't make big blocks of unreadable text.
Yeah, we talked about that
Yeah,
last time.
okay. Couldn't remember if you had or not.
All right, now, another thing you can do if you don't want to just view it here and you want to make sure like your tabs and stuff work, you can, oops, wrong thing. You can go to your file here, wherever we're going to save it at. Did I already save this one? I have not. I'm going to go to File, Save As. And I'm going to go to wherever I had built that other one out. Where did I build it? Documents. And we're going to hit Save.
Wait, so we're saving it over. Wait, what? Are we saying this as a new file?
Wherever you had saved it, did you already save it?
I was about to.
Yeah.
So
Where
put it
you-
in practice too?
You're going to put it in practice too.
Do we put it as, it says, pops up with all documents, do we change it to HTML documents?
Hold on. Oh, I hate this computer. It doesn't let me see my, there we go. What were you asking?
Because mine popped up as saying it was untitled and then all documents.
Did you not put it down as an index file?
I did, I thought, but I guess it says untitled up there too. So should I change the name of it to number?
Yeah, you need to save as and then save it as an index.html. All right, so what we can do here is when we go here to look at this, all you have to do is double click on it and your page is going to pop up. Now, have we coded anything in it to make it actually show anything on it yet? Well, have we?
Yes, the title's untitled.
The title is at the top. So we do technically see the title here. Okay, is everybody with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So from here, what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and start building out our main page content, the body part for now. So the first page, let's go ahead and put in a header 1 or head, you know what I'm saying. And I'm going to at least introduce myself, right? So my name is Stacy Schiff. And now you should start seeing it pop up on the screen at the top. You might have to save it. Does everybody see it?
Where is it supposed to pop up? Like, I definitely don't see it.
Did you save it?
It definitely says it.
You hit Control S?
Yes.
Did you code it correctly?
Is it supposed to like appear on the screen?
No, you have to save it
I did that. but-
after you typed it in.
Yes. But I'm saying, is this like, it's an actual?
Yeah, look at what is on my
I'll
page.
click on the white box, sometimes that can fix
What
it for
white
you.
box?
Oh, yeah, you're not in the display.
Oh, this is display. Oh.
Yeah, we need to be in the split display. Is everybody with me? Everybody but Kyle looks like they're with me on this.
I'm gonna see state.
Yeah.
Huh? It looks like everybody. I think I've got one. Xavion, where's yours at? All I see is your webpage. I don't see your coding. Go back to your Dreamweaver. There you go. Okay. Do y'all see at the top where you have the little thing at the top where it has your name? Is everybody with me? What, honey? Let me take control.
So I have to, so I have to.
It makes it easier, you'll be able to see it anytime you implement something.
There you go. You got it. All right. Everybody got that first piece?
Oh, it's your favorite child.
So for a few minutes, for the next few minutes, I want y'all to type in some information about yourselves. It doesn't have to be about school. It can be about school. It can be about your arts and like, or your activities, whatever. I want you to type up in a decorative, like whichever headers you want to use, some information about yourself in at least 3 different types of headers.
I love that. I love that. That is cute.
All right, y'all got 8 minutes to get all that typed in.
That is not. Oh.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to class. I'm really late.
Hey, look.
It's your boyfriend.
Boy. Does it have to be actual text?
Yeah, it's gonna be about you.
Make sure that-
No, don't make stuff up. Let it be legit.
What is that doing? What is that doing?
Hmm? Just a couple of them, you know, like enough to use 3 headers.
Basically, there's something wrong with my mouse.
These are the vote.
It's doing the overlay one where you're removing the direct character. I've lost my line. It's doing underneath each character. And I don't know how to-
Why would you be using your mouse to do that?
No, I mean, I've got the flashy flashy line underneath the letters.
Yeah.
So if I type something, it just overrides that character to a new character.
Then you need to hit the insert button. It'll change it.
Oh, thank you. That's what it is. I want to hit backspace and I fat fingered insert.
I never got him with that one.
All right. Is everybody done? This is the one I have.
I think this would be right, like long.
As long as you have something written, I think that's what counts right now.
Yeah. I think that's cool.
All right. So everybody has this built out?
Man.
Okay, there's a lot more we could do to it at the moment, but we're not going to right this second. I want to show you guys how to change up some things real quick. Oop, where am I going? There, that's what I'm looking for. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna open up a new one. So you're gonna say new. You're gonna click down to the CSS. And you're going to hit create. Is everybody with me?
Wait, what? Is that? I'm so sorry, say that again?
You're going to file and new, click on the CSS, hit create.
Oh,
We're going to go ahead and file and save that as, and we're going to put this in our CSS folder. And we're going to name this our, because it's going to be for our index page, we're going to name this our index style sheet. Okay. So index style sheet dot CSS, or you can go down here and change it to CSS. Okay. Everybody with me?
And it doesn't need to be saved in any certain folder.
In your CSS folder. Once you do that, just hit save. And you should see it save up here as an index style sheet .css. Now, because our index file, we have it coded as a meta char set as UTF-8, our index style sheet is automatically saving itself as the same type of format. Y'all see that? Okay, so we're going to skip below that. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the background color. Does anybody know how to do that? So you're going to do body. And we're going to do our little, I don't know what they actually call this, but shift in the bracket,
Thousand bracket,
whatever he just said.
fancy open bracket. I forget the name.
Now, to make this easy to read, this is how I code. Other people do it differently, but this visually is one of the best ways to code that I've ever found. Okay, so I'm going to hit enter. Notice that it automatically breaks mine up like this. Y'all see that? I'm still sharing to y'all's page. Okay. And we're going to do background color. If I can spell it right, we'll start there. And it's going to be background dash color colon. And for right now, let's just type in light blue. Then you're going to do a semicolon, because what that's going to allow, and I always do this no matter if I'm going to put another piece of code behind it or not. I always do this so that if I ever do add another piece of code into the body, it's already set up to where I don't have to add the semicolon later. Does that make sense? So that's going to just save you a hell of a time. Okay. Now, when we go back over here, we click in here and we save it and all the fun things, we saved our we save our index style. It's not popping. Why is the background not popping?
Because you haven't put it linked it into HTML yet.
Exactly. We have not linked it in yet. Does anybody know how to link it in?
Don't we do that in the file?
Hmm?
Don't we do that by like putting the file in the text?
Okay, yes, you're on the right track. So we would actually go over here to the head. And above here, we're gonna put it in. Does anybody know how to put it in?
You've gotta put the,
Don't we do like? Do you put like head and then your website down, like copy the website and then put it like head after the background,
Try that one more time.
like type in head background. and then
Oh, I see what
website.
you're saying. No. Good concept. There is an inline. That's similar to the inline and internal, but what we're doing right now is an external. So we're gonna have to create it as a link. So with the link, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up here under the head. And we're gonna do our little alligator mouth and we're gonna type in link, REL equals, and then type in what you named it. What did we name it?
Index style sheet.
Yep, index style sheet. I didn't put any spaces in mine to make my life easier. So I'm going to type in index style sheet. And then some other things I'm going to kind of share over time is I'm going to put in type equals text, not text. Yeah, text.css. Actually, yeah, nope, we're going to keep going. I can tell you right now, something's already not going to work. And we're going to do REL equals, and just for kicks and giggles, just put no opener. I'll explain that too. I just want y'all to see how it's going to work for now. And then where do y'all pull the link from?
The CSS file.
The CSS //
Index style sheet.
index style sheet. Now, notice mine's already pre-popped for me, so I can go ahead and click it here. I forgot to do my little parentheses, or not parentheses, my little quotation marks. So I got to add that back in, and then I'm going to close it. Once I do that, does it work? Hmm?
no, because you put in rel twice.
Because I did what?
You put in rel twice.
You think that doesn't work?
It says it doesn't work. It says it's a duplicate of attribute name.
This one here?
Yeah,
Wait, yours says it doesn't work because it's a duplicate name?
the 5 is red, which means that there's a mistake on the line.
Mm-hmm, that's exactly right. So if we go in and we delete it, will it work now? Y'all were hating me, and I know this because I'm trying to troubleshoot y'all some.
Have you closed the tag?
Is it a
Is it
tag?
North Points?
I'm not paying.
Do we have to put .css?
On the end of this one here? Yes, because that's how your file sheet is labeled.
Is it-
Oh, wait. Wait a minute.
I got a lot of people in here that know website and y'all should be catching this. Some of y'all that are brand new to it, don't freak out.
My shit ain't working.
Did you save your style sheets?
Yep.
Should it be .com?
Mm-mm,
No.
Should there be a closed?
mm-mm.
Should your link be saved?
We saved it already.
You were giving me hope a little bit. We could pause there.
I know, I had to think about what you said. Ooh, what am I doing? Anybody got it yet?
I can't remember if with it you have to call the background color or not. You have to implement it.
Mm-mm.
No.
You have to close the link.
It is closed. He's like, mine's not.
Wait, where's the background thing? Didn't we type in the whole background color?
This right here? It's over here.
Yeah. No.
Oh, do we have to put it on the other,
Oh, wait, we didn't close that body.
we gotta put.
It's
it-
closed. It's closed right here.
Man, this is some.
Do we put it in a parentheses? Don't we like copy and paste and put it in?
Is this another one of those things that we obviously just missing something? I'm sorry. She just.
Hey,
Stacy,
so you still recording?
Stacy, is this one of those things
Oh,
where
that
we're
was
just
it.
missing something very
It was
small?
missing
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I mean, do you know what it is, so we don't?
Well, I hope she knows, because it means she's a teacher. Can you just tell?
Do we copy and paste the link to the index files?
Why do you hate us, Stacy?
Hey,
I don't hate you. I love you very much.
Hey, can you just help us out, show us how to do it?
Do we copy and paste to the, chart set? Our second code file?
You want me to be honest with y'all?
What?
I can't figure it out either.
So you were throwing me for a loop this entire time.
Ah,
If I leave this place and quit school, I'll be in the wrong, right?
yes.
So if we just get up and go for it,
Sounds good.
like,
You know what? I know exactly what I did. Take out index in that first section. That's what I messed up. Because because even though I labeled it as index style sheet, we need to label it as style sheet in the link. Y'all see right here?
Wait.
I
hold on,
see.
hold on, hold
That's
on.
what I had to begin with, but it still wasn't working for me.
This guy's so hard.
So it should look exactly like mine right now. The only thing that I need to put back in is the type, which equals the
Oh,
text /CSS. There you go. That's the only thing I'm missing. Because I typed in index at the beginning. Because my brain,
no, don't leave this class.
don't leave me.
Don't leave this class.
Don't do it.
I know mine's still,
Did you save both of them?
both of them still saved.
If I look over, am I going to find a very small error?
I'll cry.
Don't do that.
I will cry.
There's no sense in crying over something.
I will
This small.
cry.
It's driving me insane. So I quit doing that.
Oh, I can't see yours real quick. I can't look at it.
Why do you have? Oh.
Is your style sheet actually staying in the right place?
I'm sorry.
Casey, mine's not working either. And I don't know.
All right, hold on, guys, hold on. All right, everybody's that's not working, raise your hand. Everybody's that is working, go find, nope, leave your hands up. Everybody that is working, go partner up with somebody that's not working and help them figure it out.
I didn't have that problem personally.
Everyone just go away.
Alright.
Oh,
You just take control like you do.
No, I didn't.
No.
What?
Why are you in? No, I untook control of your computer.
Alright. Okay.
Hold on, stop moving. Change the color to just like blue. Just type in blue.
It goes in the practice.
All right, let me take over for a second.
Yeah.
Can you help her? Not you, you need help. Hold on.
I scrutinize my spelling and stuff too.
Oh, wait, yeah, there's a space. Nope. Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
Wrong.
Okay.
This thing was completely wrong.
Okay.
And then
I'm maybe.
so much. Yeah. That's it.
Maybe that didn't work.
No, wait, I'm gonna just.
Use that minor.
I know.
First grade, she took it.
Don't have me take a picture of this.
here.
I don't know what this only.
Back here,
I don't know.
and then save it as.
Okay, I'm hoping that two people. Okay, I
And
don't.
then this,
Let's make it better. Oh, wait. You have. And then you have.
Wait, oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
My fault. Yeah. My fault.
It looks fine.
That's okay.
No.
Yeah, yours is working.
I guess it's a better.
All right, so some of y'all, depending on the color you chose, it might not pop up in here. So go ahead and open it in a browser and see if your color's popping. You just change your color. Let me get you back here. Yeah, as long as it's coming up on the main page, then you'll be fine. Certain colors, I think, work and some don't. Did y'all open it up on a separate page?
You're looking at the right page.
I don't know what.
The display thing wasn't working. That's why we were like, what the hell? I like to bring you to school and I lift heavy weights all day, every day. I love keto and get to eat the fat.
I love it. I can't. Stacy, did you read my rant on Eric Osgood?
No.
Stacy, read my thing.
Why is there two S's in your style sheet? Talking to Charlie.
I don't know. We're only people fussing.
Is that the page behind you? Click on the actual page you have up in the background.
It'll work. It will eventually work. It's not working now.
Refresh it. Okay. I'm gonna take over for a second.
Okay, go ahead. I don't know what the heck I did wrong.
Stop, you're fine.
He called the front row losers. So,
Did he actually?
Yeah.
Know what you showed to?
Guys, not all me. Eric called us all like front rows for losers.
I'm not gonna try, but like, I'm like, what the heck?
I didn't even read
I
it.
feel like I did so many things wrong. I just can't read it when it's all lowercase.
Okay, first off, I see the foot mistake.
The letters run together, that's why I capitalized it.
Oh, LOL.
So I wind up spelling things.
It wasn't different from that. But the reason I put like green stuff is because we were that's all.
Well, Manya renamed it in the folder, so I don't know if that makes a difference.
What?
Yeah, you don't have it open. So if we go here and we open up what's in the folder,
Listen, you're the one that doesn't have your show.
because it shouldn't still be doing that. So let's open that.
Hey,
What is it?
Now it's all lowercase, yeah.
it's your fault.
It's still trying to pull from somewhere else though, because it's not showing your new one. So let me see.
Please don't tell me I have to start over from scratch.
I didn't say that. Give me a second. Chill out.
He read old.
What?
What is that? So something-
Where is this being saved as? Save as.
No, the colors are cold.
So you're in the HTML2, file space HTML2 index.
Damn.
And this is file save as
What?
HTML.
That starts off with a random,
Two.
then just goes into madness.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's because it's what
Higher, like, it's just an ego.
No, no, it's just. You're like, just make fun of me. I'm like. And then you just turn into the thing you were like complaining about.
Oh, wait,
Doc type,
I think this is where you're going.
HTML language,
Oh,
head, meta, splash sheet, title, your body.
She definitely has a L.
I never put a K on mine.
She definitely put a L.
Have a look pretty?
I thought it was a.
Favorite game series?
Is it
Legend
is it
Zelda.
HTMK?
No, it's
One of my
definitely
favorite
HTML.
series would be, Final
I definitely put a
Fantasy
K on
Warriors.
mine.
All right, so I need y'all's help on figuring out this one here.
Rather.
There's capitalizations in the file name.
That shouldn't matter.
Stacy.
Yes.
HTMK.
No, no. Fix it. It'll not everything will work.
That's weird.
So hard to see with the white.
But yeah, that's why I do mine in black so I can see
I
it
know, that's
better.
what I did mine in black.
Hey, for language, do you have to type language all the way, or is it fine if you just put language?
The ending. Yes, no, maybe, hold on.
Oh my gosh,
Semicolon.
girlfriend.
Oh, you
Well,
got
it's not
spell.
background.
That's cat corona.
No way.
Not only background, but light blue shades with a
Y'all, I need to go back first grade.
It is a
Spelling class.
semicolon.
Just read it all.
Homegirl misspelled background.
Definitely misspelled
Cat
background.
corona.
How many people misspelled background?
He misspelled background. Who else? Brayden, did you spell background correctly?
It's okay.
I hate the keyboard. That's my thing is I can spell.
Guys,
it
y'all
out.
are in college.
I hate keyboards.
Listen.
It's very worrisome that y'all do not know how to spell
I know
background.
how to spell it.
I'm not talking about just you. There was multiple.
Just class, proofread.
In just class, yes, you better proofread. Otherwise, you won't be shamed with the class.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, listen up.
We did it, Stacy.
Is everybody good now?
Brayden's not.
Now that everybody's learned how to spell
No slang background.
background? Brayden, what is your issue?
I don't know what's happening. You laughed a little too hard about that.
All right, let's look at Brayden's.
Spelled background.
Can you make it bigger?
Not really.
You did not say.
Make sure both of them are saved in the right files.
HTML file.
I know the issue. Does anybody else figure it out? Yep, there you go. Who else does not have theirs working properly?
What happened?
Jason. Jason is next, guys. Let's look at Jason.
I thought you fixed yours. Homegirl, I forgot your name.
Well, no. It's working here. It's working on the website. It's not working in.
Oh,
the-
yeah.
Oh, sometimes it doesn't.
It definitely says untitled too.
I know,
It
but
definitely says-
You gotta save it properly to do it.
Not gonna lie,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Jason. There's Jason. See, y'all need to pay attention, because if you paid attention,
We would have seen the other mistake.
Say that, and then you say that.
No, I'm not gonna. because mine, I don't know.
I
You.
shit.
Shoot.
I got a lot of it. It's showing up on the website.
What the fuck is, why do you have two?
Oh, what the fuck?
All right, guys.
I don't fucking know.
Ooh.
Yo.
This guy got two different headers on his shirt. And they're like,
It only shows one on the website.
yo, why you gotta be different? You wanna be different so bad.
It only shows one on
I already know the issue, but I need y'all to tell me what the issue is.
For who's? Who's
The one that's on the screen. Jason.
And the guy's
Where's your exclamation mark in doc type?
and the guy is coming back up here once again.
And why is there an ending tag? for
All right,
doc
first
type?
off, that doesn't say index. It says new site. I don't know if that matters.
All right, you have control back, Jason.
Alright, so this whole thing,
Delete it.
No, for real. Y'all tell him what's messed up.
Does the file name, I know that the file needs to be called index.
It's to do things in the future. Yes, it needs to be called index.
Yeah, I've noticed that every time someone's name is not the right name, it doesn't work, so.
Go back to your
That's
HTML
what-
page.
Go back to the other thing. Say, resave as index in that practice two file.
Y'all are like helping each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
making us catch other mistakes.
Well, because you'll never learn if you don't catch your own mistakes and
Make
others'
sure you say
mistakes.
dot HTML.
Yeah, that is.
It is.
Okay,
It is saved as
yeah,
.html.
that works. Doc type HTML at the top, you're missing an exclamation.
Yeah, you missed
Doc
an
type.
explanation right here.
Oh.
Did I touch it? I didn't even do
Okay, you do not need a closing doc type.
It's gonna-
But
I don't think.
It doesn't always work.
I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's turned off, yeah.
Okay, go to the very bottom, where it says HTML, yep, get rid of that doc type.
Just the dark type. Which I don't.
Try saving it, let's see. You have to save it before you can reload it.
Control S. Wait,
It's saved. He saved it.
did you just save it? Oh. So why did it just do that again?
All right, keep going. What's the issues? Y'all fix some things, but there's others.
Okay,
Sticks and sit back like.
I'm just saying, there's only so many times I can repeat something.
No, no, but this is.
You know what I
like,
mean?
it's-
I
it's hard
need
to keep-
y'all to be able to figure it
At the
out.
same time, though, it is.
are your
It
things,
can be
that-
difficult
is your
for people.
CSS
Which is why I'm
page
doing it as a group, so y'all can all learn from this. Kai, I will kick you out of this classroom, little boy.
I'm the man.
Ah, yeah, there it is. You have a style sheet wrong.
What do you do?
You put the call yourself the man. I did not say all.
You putting Kai down?
I think you did.
Put him all the way down.
Hey, yo.
Put him down to disrespectful.
That's just the same.
No.
Put them with you, Brayden.
There you go. What was wrong?
Saved in the wrong file.
It was saved in the wrong section. If y'all don't move things to the right section, they will not work. Go sit your butts down. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll be recording.
Anybody else having trouble with theirs? So we can troubleshoot. Olivia or
Zay, what the fuck?
Zay is having
Over
trouble.
there like 3 times. Why are you
No.
still struggling?
Okay, look. She's worried because the color doesn't show up here, right?
Okay.
But if I go to my website, it's on.
Yeah, you're fine.
So they work.
Look, I wasn't.
But she wasn't, and then it worked, so there's something wrong with you.
There's nothing wrong.
Go back to your Dreamweaver.
It's like, what the fuck is all this? supposed to have tabs on these things, are we?
Yeah.
These little things right here?
Oh, the secure code? No. I mean, you can, it's not gonna hurt anything.
Oh.
Good for what's in it.
I think you just.
My name is Nate Ledger. I like the radio for school. I wait all day, every day. I love Kato. I just all the fast.
Anybody else seeing the issue?
Yeah, this is getting this shit. I got my phone.
What are you gonna like make this fun?
That's my personal letter.
No, but I mean, the
Listen now.
Listen, this is a learning opportunity. Instead of running our mouth, let's actually listen and help each other.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's focus
I
and look at Zay's work and see how we can help him.
took a picture of my looking at my phone.
No, you're fine.
Oh, thank God.
Like all the
Check the
letters are
index
running
style
together.
sheet.
Index style sheet.
Yeah. Check the other file.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
If you check if it's saved in the right.
saved?
Yeah.
Right.
We check this.
You're talking about this.
Oh, wait. Let me fucking double check this shit.
Okay,
It's
it's in
good.
there.
It's good.
Is it done?
Same.
How do you know that that's the same one?
That's why I'm like.
That's why I'm saying
sus
save
of it.
over it.
Let me see.
But how do y'all know that's the right one? There you go.
There we go.
Because that's how you would find out if you had saved it in the right spot or not.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. You have this. Supposedly.
What about his index file?
The next file is in. It's right here.
Okay.
Pull up the file.
Oh, how about
What's in the file?
Hey, bro, chill, don't do it to me, bro.
I don't understand what exactly you're missing. I feel like it's like maybe something that's being written.
Like I wrote something weird.
I feel like you might have question mark period.
Is it working on the page itself?
It's working on the website, but it's not working on the.
Yeah, it's working on the
I'm
page.
Yeah.
thinking what might be causing
So-
the issue
But
is
it's
they
not
can't want to
working.
do the cloud. I'm getting an error if I
Oh,
click on index
I
style
know.
sheet that says it's not on the local disk.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
So.
So part of it is because it's in the ball drive or whatever we call it. Call space.
Yeah.
Problem.
If it's not on the local drive, it'll do that.
That's weird.
I honestly forgot about that. 'Cause
So y'all have learned something. I'm so proud of y'all.
I don't have to say it like that.
Yeah, I use the thought space and run, right? Sure.
Yeah,
Some of them will, some of them won't. It just depends on the system.
Oh, so, but he's okay though, right?
Yes, he's fine.
As long as it works whenever you open it.
Oh, wait,
All right.
What if we close it and open it back up?
What if we just move it to the local list?
What if we take all of the kingdom?
Don't go through all that mess. Come on now. Focus back up. Let's get back on it. I've got. No,
Listen,
Let
like a
me,
little
let
bit.
me run to the bathroom real quick.
I've got like
got
40
45
minutes.
Yeah, pissing me off. I gotta pee.
Be right back. Hey, Doug, can you throw my bottle away?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Appreciate it.
All right.
I didn't just.
That was good. Why? Oh. You say you have a lot of art projects. Is it just following ADHD, the
Mhm.
trail of dopamine
Okay.
products?
I just get started on stuff and I get
Then you
busy.
never finished it.
Just get busy. All right, let me teach y'all some other things using your CSS. As soon as I can find it. Because in opening all of y'all stuff and going back and forth, I've lost my fun times had by all. There we go. Okay. Now, this looks okay, right? But I want to change some of my headers. So let's go over here to our index style sheet. And the first thing we're going to work on is our header 1. Are we crazy about our color? Yeah. So we're gonna pick a different color. So for now, I'm gonna do C21807, which is like a red, so y'all can see it better.
The fact that you remember that honestly matters.
I'm gonna put a semicolon on the end of it. And then I want to make it a little different in the size. So I'm gonna do 50 pixel. Actually, I need to change that font to font size.
Yeah, because it's just easier.
Oh, did I not share it again? I'm sorry. I have it up on my end that I'm sharing it, but I must not. I'm so sorry. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They not up. All right. And then I'm gonna push it to the center. So I'm gonna do a text alignment and I'm gonna type in center. And then let's just change our font type. What font type should we use? Yes.
Before we get too far, the semicolons, if you're working in the same bracket, if you only have a one line, you don't have to use a semicolon. Anything after that will not work unless you separate each one with a semicolon. I don't want to have to go.
Do
in after
what?
semicolon.
What?
If you only have one line like color that, you don't have to use a semicolon because.
Right, I already explained that.
I know.
Yeah.
but I already know everyone's. that's gonna be
It's
one of the
it's
things.
better to go ahead and do it. So that if you do have to go back and add, that's what I said. If you do have to go back and add, you don't have to remember that you didn't do it and all this other stuff. So just go ahead and do it.
Is it supposed to be FOT family?
No, I'm getting distracted.
Awesome.
Font family. All right, what font do you think we should use? What?
Comic Sans.
Please don't make me use Comic Sans.
Yes, you're using Comic Sans. You made us fit.
You know what? We're gonna do Helvetica.
Sure bucket.
So I'm gonna do Helvetica. Did I spell that correctly?
Close, yeah. It's HELV.
I did, I spelled it right. So we're gonna do Helvetica. Is it? How do you spell it? Is it quotation? I never can remember. No, not always, because I've not done it in the past with certain ones. Maybe it's certain fonts. Let's try it and see if it works. So we're gonna save. We're gonna go. Yeah, it worked. There it is. I brought it back.
Oh, you put the semicolon on. Okay.
Yeah, I always put the semicolon on the end. So if I do decide to add something later, it doesn't mess it up. I already have it. It's already done. It doesn't hurt anything. And it doesn't screw you up later when you're trying to fix it or trying to add.
There's nothing more painful than hunting for a single semicolon in multiple pages.
Yep. All right, has everybody got it? So when we go back over here, what are y'all noticing?
We got something going on.
Now, anytime I do an H1, it's going to do exactly like this. So if I go, let's say I want to add underneath the thing about my about my boys, I want to add another H1 and I'm going to put things I enjoy. Look what happens.
Now you got order.
Can you go back to the other thing that's not working? I'll done that. Okay, I'm done.
Did you spell it correctly?
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Helve.
Hit Control S.
This is choking out.
Now try to reload it. Open it as a page. There you go. Sometimes it's one.
Yeah. It was like, where's on the website?
John, please move your camera.
Recording can be
I don't want
really
to fall over and die.
Yeah, it's fun.
No.
You don't like it?
It could be worse.
It could be.
It'll always be worse.
And that's why if we practice it, you'll kind of get a little bit more comfortable with it. So we're gonna do an H2. We're gonna change our H2 fonts. For this one, I'm just gonna do green for kicks and giggles. Now the font size, I do want to make it a little bit larger too, because compared to that red, she kind of small now, right? So I'm going to change my font size to be just a little bit smaller than my H1. I'm not doing green. I don't want Christmas. Let me think.
Make
Red.
it black. Oh, wait, no. it's-
No.
Make it purple.
Then it's like the Red Hat Society. So let's do, oh, I have an idea. If I go from, like, that's a chili pepper type red. If I change it to a different red, but it's a different color of red, like we're getting brighter, maybe. So let's go with like a scarlet. So FF2400.
Okay, you drag the actual hex. thing
You
to
can.
the-
Mhm. That's gonna give me, I think that's gonna give me the color I'm looking for. Hold on, let me save it. So Control S. Oh wait, I'm not thinking clearly. That is not what I wanted.
Stacy.
But you see how it does? That is not, okay, we're not doing that. Let's do,
That's a really orange.
yeah.
Do C2 and then drag it somewhere. Trust me, document.
Really?
Just drag it like low.
Do you know how troublesome that is? Ooh, let's do like,
You trying to go brighter or darker?
I'm gonna change the whole color altogether. We're gonna do like,
Make it FF4.
ooh, lapis lazuli is like one of my favorite ever colors. There we go. Hey, buddy.
We talk about this. Does anybody know William Asbury? Talks a lot,
The guys.
irritates everybody, but actually knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You don't want to like him, but you kind of do.
I don't know about that one.
Hey, I talked to Eric today. He has not heard from him at all.
If anybody hears from him, you tell him to get his butt back in here. I can't tell you anything else, but I'm mad at him because he's actually pretty good
Pretty
at all
damn
this
good,
crap.
yeah.
You tell him I said that.
Okay.
On it.
Talk to Eric Olsgood.
He just
'Cause
hasn't heard.
He
me and
hasn't,
Eric are buds.
nothing. He said he normally hears from him on the weekends and stuff.
He came by last week to talk.
He was here Thursday.
Yeah. I had to chase him out. He's got.
He dropped all the classes.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
I'm just- No, I didn't, no.
I'm gonna
He-
delete
I-
this recording.
I just have, he owes me, he
He owes you money.
That's not any better. He owes me a favor.
What was his last name?
He's a great guy.
You have a prize for him. That's what
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
it. I've got.
You've got a
yes,
prize
I have
for
something
him.
Special to give him. My foot up his ass.
There you go. I'll delete that out of the recording. Yeah, I'm gonna have to delete all that.
Or you can edit it. Can you edit it?
I will.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, so Control S. Let's go back over here. Let's see. Yeah, that's better.
Wait, did you change it to the?
I changed it to blue. All right, are you seeing kind of where we're going with this? Now, if I wanted to really look at it as a whole, because that's hard to look at it on this page, I would open up the cabinet. I would open up the file sheet. And now I can look at it as a whole. Okay. Kind of seeing where we're going with this.
Yeah.
You can have a lot of fun doing this. All right. Now, let's keep going. So if y'all have like an H3, change that to whatever color y'all want. And then I'm going to show you some other things. So I have an H3. If you have an H4, 5, or 6, change all of those to whatever you want it to be. Maybe you should. Thank you. About time you listen.
That's crazy.
And then I think my other one I'm gonna do in, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it in navy. Color. And then we're gonna do navy, which would be OA1172-ish. That's a little, it's a little bright. We're gonna bump it down. Yep. I was close on that one. I wasn't quite there, but I was close. Huh? All right. Go ahead and finish that. Oh yeah, I need to make it bigger too. So we're going to do font size. I'm going to do 30 px on that one. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Everybody with me so far?
Wait.
I don't think you're ready.
I did it. Look at my screen.
I don't want to.
What's wrong? It's all factory.
Because every time I have to look at a screen, I notice somebody's messed up.
So what'd you say, man?
What?
That's crazy.
I literally was about to fuss at y'all for putting my name and realize that that's showing up on all the other computers. I was about to be like, I have said this before and I thought y'all were smarter.
If it makes you feel any better, I almost typed in Stacy when I first typed it on the.
I had a student one semester that literally copied mine word for word and then submitted it as their assignment. And you know what they got? A 0. A 0. Yeah, Kai, there you go. You got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody done? Really?
You won't believe it, Stacy. We caught. So we found the possum at our house. We caught it. We put it in the cage. No. We got the stick.
All right. So the next thing we're going to do, does anybody know what an HR is?
Home run.
HR in coding, not in baseball.
Human resource.
Nope.
A Nissan motor.
All right. I want y'all to look up what does HR mean in coding.
It's a break in an HTML.
And what's the actual name of it? It's a horizontal rule. Good. So we're going to put a horizontal rule. We're going to put a Well, first, let's go over here to your index. And I'm gonna put a horizontal rule below my thing about the kids. And I'm gonna put an HR. Yep. Now, in this, you can barely see it, right? But does everybody see it?
I'm getting there.
It's right here.
Oh, so it's a line.
So where is it in the code?
Right here.
And the line goes past.
Does everybody see the line?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see it now. You just have to click on it.
I'm gonna have a little fun with this because I wanted to kind of stand out a little bit. So on my style sheet, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna put a horizontal rule. And there's a couple of things I'm gonna do with this because I need it to be under control. Okay. I need it to do what I want it to do, not what it's trying to do. So y'all saw what it's trying to do. Okay. So I'm gonna do a border top. Actually, we're gonna do, let's do border none. And then a border top. If I can do this right, there we go. And I'm gonna make it about 10 pixels and I'm gonna make it dotted. And I'm gonna choose the color, what colors am I using?
You got
Brown?
2 O's on that dot.
I do. No wonder it looked at me kind of weird.
Beauty.
There we go. And I'm going to choose the color brown. So I'm going to test it real quick. I'm going to control save it. I'm going to go back over here. Look at that beautiful thing. Roll that beautiful bean
Oh,
footage.
wow.
Do y'all see that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Now, I'm not a big fan of that brown color, so that's looking a little red. So what I'm going to do, now browns, I'm not good with. So hold on, let me find a good hex color for brown. I don't know the hex colors for brown that well. And I want something kind of more on the chocolate side. So I'm going to do in hashtag 2E1503. And control save. Yeah, that's much better. Well, that still looks really dark.
That's a little too dark.
So let's change it to, I'm ignoring you.
Okay, thank you.
Let's do something like this hickory color and see if that kind of lightens up.
If I find that color,
I know, I'll fix it. What?
If I find that color, I like that, tell it to you.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Are you looking for a color for real? Before I finish putting this one in?
I have one. 5390 C7.
5390.
D is a dog.
Oh, that's gonna be like a
I have a better one.
53 what?
9 C C7.
They already have blue.
But more blue.
I got one.
blue. I want brown.
I got one. 6,
Don't ask me for.
6, 4, 2, 8, 0, 0.
Yeah, that might be a good one.
Check it, check it, check it.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I want.
I know my brown.
Like a brown. Okay.
I don't.
All right. So our horizontal rule, I put it in. I wanted dots. I wanted a certain color and I wanted it to be about 10.
XP.
Thank you. Yes.
Same font size.
Now, I don't want it to be crazy wide. So I'm gonna put in a width. Now the width is done in like percentages. So I'm gonna do the width in a 50% so that it is considered responsive. And look what happens. Everybody got it? So what do y'all think?
I think I need to go back to the.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
I like it.
I think this is actually pretty good.
Now I have a little bit of time. I can show y'all one more thing. Do y'all want that?
You gotta make a turn this one on.
I mean, you're gonna build another one similar to it, but not this particular.
It's not big enough. So tiny.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm ready.
So let's go back to our index page. Now, what I like to do here is I'm going to put in my little piece where I'm about to say something. So these are going to be my menu buttons.
No.
Are you ready for this?
Absolutely not.
It's just not loading the dots for some reason. I don't have dots.
You don't have dots. Did you spell it right? Did it work?
Nope.
Are you just having issues with this? Okay, so this is where.
That's the same thing.
You have, oh, there we go. So in order to actually implement it, you have to go underneath it. And you're going to have to do a tag call.
Oh, okay.
Once you do that, you put it in there, and then we roll that.
All right.
There we go. Thank you.
Anytime that you put it, it will have that sheet there.
Are y'all ready? So on the top of the page, we're gonna put a link. Now, I gotta figure out what kind of font type I want. Now, I've already used 3 different font types. So I'm gonna go over here Now, another thing I'll tell y'all to do is organize your style sheet. So even though we already have the HR underneath it, I'm gonna go back under my H3 and I'm gonna do an H4 under my H3. All right, and I'm gonna do those the color of yeah, do a different one. Because in my color of my sheet, I'm just gonna go to a random color over here, pick something kind of obnoxious. Nothing new. And that's the one I'm gonna go with. And then I'm gonna need to change my font size as well. And I'm probably gonna do it at about 35 px because it's my menu. Okay, so I'm gonna go back over here and I'm gonna put in H4, my little brackets for my H4. And now I'm gonna make a link and I'm gonna put in A space href equals and you know what? I'm gonna have to make another sheet because it's gotta go somewhere, right? So up here, I'm gonna do a file create new. Do the HTML and we're gonna name this let's do about me. It's going to be an HTML5. I'm not going to put spaces in mine. HTML5, and we're going to hit create. Now, save as. I'm going to go under here, right here, and we're going to do a save as about me. And make sure that it's on the same page as your main page, your index file. So it needs to be right here in this shot, in this part. Is everybody with me?
So we're making
A new page.
Yes.
Is everybody with me?
So we thought that, okay.
You got it?
I think I got it.
Now, everything's already kind of preloaded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over here to my index. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy some things when I'm done. Not right now, but when I'm done. So I'm going to equal this page and I'm going to put in about me .html. And then I'm going to close it. All right, does everybody see that? So now after that, now I need to put in what I'm going to name the link on the page. So I'm going to name mine about me. Is everybody with me? So here I'm going to go ahead and put in, I like to use this little straight bar that's under the backspace to separate my menu items just when I'm first generically building something out. So I realize after I built in one page, how do I get back to this page? We need two buttons, right? We need a home button and an about me button. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this section right here. Y'all see what I highlighted? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to hit Control C. I'm going to go behind my little bar right here. And I'm going to paste it. So now all I have to do is I have to go back over here and just fix that first one to say index HTML. And then I'm gonna put here where it says about me, I'm gonna put home. Does everybody see that? Why is it underlining all this? Hold on, I missed something. H4, href.
Oh, no,
That's the, alligator and whatever on the other side of that.
If you click on the link, it sometimes gets wonky.
What are you talking about?
If you've already clicked.
No, I'm talking to Braden.
Does it not have to have one?
Where? They do. That's what that A is. Yeah. H4.
But what are you missing?
They're all linked properly. Let me think. You've got your closing and your openings and your close. You should be done. Why is my whole thing being linked?
I don't know, mine works.
Mine works.
So mine's just being wonky.
Try opening it in the, well, you don't see how everything is out there.
Let me think. Why is it underlined? What am I missing? No, I did that. Ahref is correct. I did the equals. I did the equals. I got the parentheses. I've got the closer here. Then I got the word home.
Did you save it? Did you space it like twice? in that mid section?
Here, that doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Let me think.
I don't,
Do you need to click the box so it reloads?
I did.
You did?
oh, wait. You forgot the H4.
No, it's right here.
No, after the dash,
What dash?
right there, yeah.
I don't have it. I don't have to have it right there.
Well, clearly something missing.
Well, I know that.
I have mine, and it's working for me, so.
So if you put it here and it worked for you?
No, I put it after the dash.
Yeah.
I copied the entire H4 and copied and pasted it over there. Just replace about me with index.
Yeah, but I shouldn't.
Mine is the slash. I put a slash.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna hurt it.
Okay.
Wait, what?
If you look at my screen.
If you close
I
it
can't
at-
see your screen.
If you close it at the end of each one, suddenly it works. So like before the dash, if you close the H4, then after the dash, you do another.
Just delete the whole about me part and do it again with the.
Yeah, but the problem is we need that separator.
No, I'm saying just delete the about me part and just copy and paste and do it again.
But look, even that's not showing up.
Oh,
If you close the H4 right there, it will.
Nope.
You have so many index.htmls open.
You do have a lot of HTML things. Is that the right ones?
These are all other stuff.
Make sure you have the right one saved in the right place and the right thing and everything.
I do. Because these are all the one files I've been working on. So, yeah, see, mine's just not working. And I don't know why.
I don't know what to tell you.
Let me think. Let's think. Anybody see the problem with mine?
Uh, You do have a shade.
Yeah, everything's
In the
saved.
file.
Get rid of. No. You have a space in between the A slash and the H4.
It shouldn't matter.
Yeah, it's not when I heard it.
Control S.
A ref equals, maybe it doesn't like the H4.
Excuse me? What did you do?
That's a great question.
I literally don't know what to tell you.
Should it be REL?
Does it
No,
work?
it should.
No, REF.
Wait, does it work if you open up the browser?
But I mean, my whole page isn't working.
Oh,
I
there's
know,
your
let me
link. There
look.
it is, top left.
What?
There it
Oh.
is.
Oh, it's really tiny. Why is it so tiny?
It could have been because you were clicked into and highlighted.
Yeah, but if I put my H4 here, is it gonna disappear?
Do you have to change your font by going back to your sub?
I think it was just because you had that selected as the body and it wasn't updating itself.
There we go. You know what else I need to do? I'm gonna go back over here and I'm gonna put H4 needs to be in the center.
Center justified. Is superior.
No, it's normally not.
I know.
Okay, there we go. We're getting somewhere. That was weird. Nothing has changed.
I literally just think it was because your body, since it was highlighted over that, it just failed to update itself.
See? That's working just fine too.
I think you just didn't believe in yourself something.
I think you're full of shit.
It said it feels like embarrassing you today.
Believe in me, don't believe in you.
Okay.
Is it gonna mess up again? Nope, there it goes. Okay. All right, is everybody else's working?
Wonderful.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. Now, when you go to click on them, they will go to where you need them to go. Now, look, they also change color, and I'm gonna show you later, not today, because we're leaving like in 2 seconds, how to fix that. So when you go over here, after you Control S, and you go over here and you open it up here and you refresh it, now look what happens. My home button and my About Me button, they both work. Okay. So save all 3 pages. There's a save all. So just save all and close it down for today.